Question presented by Samsonite.
भविष्य अंधकार में नहीं डाल सकते। अगर हमने आवाज उठाई है तो हम अपनी कुश्ती को दोबारा से जिंदा करवा के ही छोड़ेंगे, चाहे उसके लिए हमें कुछ भी करना पड़े।
It is the biggest controversy hitting the sports world tonight. Heroes who won laurels are forced to protest on streets.
शोषण करते हैं, महिला कोचों के साथ में गलत व्यवहार करते हैं, उसकी मैंने आवाज उठाई है इस बार, और उसके बावजूद भी वही चीफ कोच नेशनल कैंप में लगाए गए हैं।
Athletes claim sexual harassment by the Wrestling Federation chief, just one of the many serious allegations leveled.
ये सारे खिलाड़ी मिलते हैं, मिल करके गए हैं, कभी इन्होंने कोई शिकायत नहीं की।
आपसे मिले थे रिसेंटली?
हाँ, मिले थे, सब मिला करते हैं। अभी साक्षी मलिक मिल करके गई थी।
Republic confronts the Wrestling Federation chief on the allegations. He is brazening this out and instead targeting the players.
गुजर रहे हैं जहां भारत सरकार और खासकर भारतीय जनता पार्टी, जिसकी सरकार दिल्ली में है, एक सरकारें जो चुनी हुई उनको परेशान कर रही है।
With key opposition parties in his rally in Telangana, KCR trying to stitch a significant pre-2024 front. Telangana BJP chief's son is booked for assault. Bandi Sanjay is calling this VVIP racism that you see on your screens, quote-unquote, political conspiracy.
It's important not to be circumspect in terms of the issue. The door did open by mistake while the plane was on the ground.
And the aviation minister Jyotiraditya Scindia is calling Tejasvi Surya's Indigo incident a quote-unquote mistake. A very good evening. The show is called The Burning Question and I'm Deepthi Sachdeva. Indian wrestlers who are Olympic medalists have lashed out at the federation and accused it of harassing athletes. This is just not it. Ladies and gentlemen, very serious charges of sexual exploitation being leveled at the federation chief. Bajrang Punia and nearly a dozen wrestlers all staged a protest against the Wrestling Federation of India. All this happening at the Delhi's Jantar Mantar. This happened throughout the day. Now they are demanding the right for better facilities from Wrestling Federation, and like I said, the Wrestling Association team did reach Jantar Mantar earlier to address the concerns of Bajrang Punia. But when the Wrestling Federation head was confronted by Republic and asked a very specific and direct question that will he step aside pending an investigation into the entire sexual exploitation charge, he said, I don't think so. He said there is a larger conspiracy. He is blaming the wrestlers instead. So today, ladies and gentlemen, can you have a situation when people who won laurels for the country, they won gold medals at different events, are sitting on the streets, they are protesting, leveling serious charges of sexual exploitation, and can we just look away? That's going to be a burning question. Let's bring up the entire story first up and then we debate.
India's pride who brought glory to India, today their eyes are filled with tears. They have come out on streets alleging the exploitation. Wrestlers who are Olympic medalists have leveled serious allegations against the federation. The biggest charge was that of sexual harassment against the WFI chief.
नेशनल कैंप्स में जो कोचेज होते हैं, सभी कोच नहीं हैं उसमें, लेकिन कुछ कोचेज हैं जो फेडरेशन के खास हैं, जो खुद शोषण करते हैं, महिला कोचों के साथ में गलत व्यवहार करते हैं। उसकी मैंने आवाज उठाई है इस बार, और उसके बावजूद भी वही चीफ कोच नेशनल कैंप में लगाए गए हैं। और वही कोचेज जो कैंप में लड़कियां होती हैं उनके साथ में बातचीत करवाते हैं लड़कियों की, शोषण करवाने के लिए ही। और अध्यक्ष जी ने खुद पता नहीं कितनी लड़कियों का शोषण किया है।
When Republic confronted boss of Wrestling Federation, he brazens it out and goes on to slander the wrestlers.
ये जो खिलाड़ी हैं जो आज बैठे थे, ये आने के बाद ना तो ये एक नेशनल लड़े हैं और ना ये एक ओपन नेशनल लड़े। तब से आज तक ये एक कंपटीशन भी देश के अंदर नहीं लड़े हैं। देश के अंदर इन्होंने एक भी कंपटीशन नहीं लड़ा है।
The wrestlers said that they will continue to protest till they are given justice. After serious allegations against the chief of Wrestling Federation, the question is, will he be sacked? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
So, ladies and gentlemen, can we just look away? That's the question we are asking all of our viewers and all through the day today. In fact, a lot of people have been calling into our newsrooms and they say that they are aghast. They are aghast with the kind of response they've seen in, particularly from the Federation. And look very closely at this athlete you see on your screens. She's Vinesh Fogart. She's won laurels for the country. And she today broke down recalling instance of sexual harassment that she said a lot of athletes today are facing. And absolutely no reaction coming in from the Federation, or even the fact that you have the man at the helm of the affairs wanting to apologize. Instead, he is brazening that out. Let's say good evening to Dr. Sunita Godra, the former Asian champion and marathon runner, with us on our broadcast from Delhi. We also see Mr. Hussaini, who's a joint secretary of the Archery Association of India, on our screens, and Karan Ambardar. Pleasure always, Karan, speaking to you. He's a sports anchor, commentator with us also on the broadcast. And I want to take our first question to Mr. Hussaini. Mr. Hussaini, sir, you're the joint secretary of the Archery Association of India. How would you want to respond to some very, very, very serious allegations that we've heard from 31 of these athletes today who literally were forced to sit on a dharna on the streets today?
It's absolutely shocking to see that Olympians and 31 athletes have made such shocking allegations on the chief of the Wrestling Association. But my concern is that the first thing that they should do or should have done is to immediately, it's a very serious allegation of sexual harassment. They should immediately file a complaint in the police station and they should take it in the logical way. So I think that is the first step that they should do before coming down on the streets and protesting, because this gives a chance to the Wrestling Federation to make counter allegations of a larger conspiracy. And I genuinely feel that the government must step inside and have a preliminary committee immediately set up who will go into these allegations. And if they find a prima facie a truth in whatever allegations they are, I think then the chief must be asked to step down till an inquiry is complete and any decision is taken.
So let me understand this. You're telling us that instead of, coming out in the streets, coming out in the open, Mr. Hussaini, these athletes should have gone to the police. That's the first point you're making. And the second point I think that you're alluding towards is the fact that, let's wait for an investigation. Why are we jumping the gun? But tell me something, sir. Are we saying that 31 of these athletes sitting on the streets of Delhi, in the national capital, Vinesh Fogart literally breaking down into tears as she recalls that there was also a moment that she was contemplating suicide? Could she be lying? I mean, why today are we doubting these athletes? Why today are we going with the narrative of the Wrestling Federation and, trying to see that there is a reason to these allegations? There's a larger conspiracy as the Wrestling Federation is alleging. Why?
No. It's not that, people breaking down and people all coming together and making an allegation is absolutely right. They're doing it a democratic way by sitting down in Jantar Mantar. They're not, going and heroing somebody. But I think that the first step should be to go down to the police station. It's a serious allegation. Why is it that they just cannot walk into a police station and make a complaint? That's the first step. Let them protest. But if there's any truth in the allegation, I think the police must immediately step in. We don't have to wait for any chief to come out and give his explanation. Explanations are not going to be sufficient. Even the man stepping aside is not going to be sufficient. police must swing into action and immediately arrest anybody who has made such a serious, act of the sexual harassment. So I'm not
Then
defending anybody.
Karan will respond. But Mr. Hussaini, pending such serious allegations against the top brass of the Wrestling Federation, where you have athletes saying that we are being sexually harassed, we are being exploited. Dr. Sunita, is there any way we cannot believe them? I don't still understand that. Why do people still believe that there can be alibis for the Wrestling Federation of India? Let's wait for an investigation just because these athletes did not go to a police station. Hold on. There is no need to take action just yet, Dr. Sunita.
Actually, they have done the right thing, because it is happening for 32 years back. What was happening, still happening in the federations, and the government is keeping mum. IOA is sleeping. The action should be from the IOA side, whether they have sexual harassment committee or not. If they don't have, they are at fault. If sports ministry doesn't have the sexual harassment committee, they are at fault. If they have, then why not their sexual harassment committee is taking any action? This is not athletes should take action.
Okay.
They should go to police. Why?
Okay, Dr.
They have
Sunita
come to
ji,
the right place,
Dr. Sunita,
That's why
with your permission, ma'am, and apologies, I'm just cutting you short. But I'm told Mahavir Fogart is also joining us on the phone line right now. I want to quickly go to him. Mahavir Fogart ji, namaste sir. आप हमारी आवाज सुन पा रहे हैं?
हाँ बिल्कुल.
जी, तो मुझे सर ये बताइए कि आज जो हमने सड़कों पर देखा है सर, विनेश फोगाट और बाकी तमाम एथलीट्स जो आज सड़कों पर बैठने को मजबूर हुए हैं, उनका ये कहना है कि उनके साथ बुरा व्यवहार हुआ है, उनका यौन उत्पीड़न हुआ है, और रेसलिंग फेडरेशन कहता है ये सब झूठ है सर.
देखिए, हेलो
जी बोलिए सर.
हेलो भाई, जो फेडरेशन का अध्यक्ष है
सर, बोलिए, आपकी आवाज आ रही है.
ब्रिजभूषण रेसलिंग फेडरेशन ऑफ इंडिया का अध्यक्ष है. ये बहुत ही घटिया आदमी है, अपनी दादागिरी चला रहा है. इससे पहले जिस तरह मलिक रहा था हरियाणा का डीजीपी, और मुंडे रहा था पंजाब का, बहुत बढ़िया आदमी थे वो, जो कुश्ती के बारे में सोचती, कुश्ती आगे बढ़ाई, उन्होंने कुश्ती आगे बढ़ाई. लेकिन ब्रिजभूषण है, ये घटिया आदमी है. मैं तो इसे कई साल से 20 साल से जानता हूं मैं, लेकिन इसके खिलाफ बोलने किसी की हिम्मत नहीं. क्यों? ये दमंग आदमी है, किसी की सुनता नहीं है. अगर इसके खिलाफ कोई बोल गया तो दिनों से जो कंपनी लेगा ने, कुश्ती लड़ने देगा ने, ये अपनी दादागिरी चला रहा है. सभी परेशान है सारे. मैं तो मीडिया के नहीं, मैं तो इसके सामने बैठ करके सारे पहलवान के सारी बात मैं खुद को इसके सामने करो, मेरे हाथ के क्या किया इसने. मैं तो क्यों बोल जाए तो जरा कुछ नुकसान हो. तो जो सरकार ने जो पीटी उषा बनाई है, हेलो, जो सरकार ने बढ़िया कदम पीटी उषा बनाई है, ये कई खिलाड़ी बढ़िया पदा पर कराया से, चेयरमैन बनाया है, ये सराहनीय काम है. इसमें सरकार का नहीं, जो फेडरेशन ऑफ कुश्ती का जो बड़ी से नफरत है पहलवाना ने, प्लेयरा ने, कुश्तीकारा ने, भाई इसको अध्यक्ष बहुत घटिया आदमी है ये, जो हरियाणा की कुश्ती खत्म करना चाहो. आज तक इसने जो हरियाणा कितने नेशनल में मेडल ले रहे हैं, इंटरनेशनल मेडल ले रहे हैं, कॉमनवेल्थ में, एशियन गेम में, ओलंपिक में, आज तक नेशनल गेम इसने हरियाणा में करवाया नहीं. ने जहाँ कुश्ती नहीं होती, प्लेयर कुश्ती के नहीं, वहाँ जो नेशनल करवाता है, इनकी अपनी संस्था वहां जाके नेशनल करवाता है. कोई तुक नहीं मिलता, कोई पहलवान नहीं उधर का. लेकिन हरियाणा के इस पहलवान ने खत्म करना चाहा, इसकी सोच है. इसका व्यवहार बहुत घटिया है. जो मनता अपना आदमी लगा हो, किसी कोच ने कोई ज्ञान नहीं, जो किस तरह बाल कैसे रहना है, कितनी मेहनत करवाना, किस टाइम उठना से, ये अपने जो मनता है उन्हें लगा. जो इसकी मानते हैं ना, उसी को लगाता है. जो इसके चमचे होते हैं उनको, चाहे कोई भी हो, इसके जो चमचे हो, जो क्या उस तरह मानो, उन्हें लगाओ. चाहे मसाज पर लगाओ, चाहे कोई चीज लगाओ, इसकी मनमर्जी चलती है. किसी भी प्लेयर की बोलने की हिम्मत नहीं. अगर बोल पड़ा तो जो न्यूज दिखा रहे भाई मैं नेशनल गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट हूँ, अगर मैं बोल गया तो भाई तेरे का ट्राई नहीं देगा, कब कितना काट देगा। सभी जो रेसलिंग प्लेयर जो कुश्ती फेडरेशन की बताऊं मैं, इससे सब डरते हैं, किसी की हिम्मत नहीं इसका कोई बोल दिया। इसकी खुद की दादागिरी है, जिसने चाहा। इसकी सोच बहुत घटिया है। पहले मुंडेर था, मलिक था, उनकी बहुत बढ़िया सोच थी। मैं तो चाहूंगा ये अध्यक्ष रहना चाहिए ना। अगर कुश्ती अगर मेडल लेना है तो बढ़िया इतना सच्चा ईमानदार आदमी जैसा अपने बच्चों ने अपने माँ बाप का प्यार दे और उससे वो व्यवहार करे, ऐसा हमें जो है फेडरेशन का अध्यक्ष चाहिए, जो बच्चों ने अपना बच्चा माने और बच्चे अपना माँ बाप माने। हाँ हेलो
जी महावीर जी, आपने सर काफी डिटेल में हमें बताया कि क्यों रेसलिंग फेडरेशन को लेकर आप लोग इतने खफा हैं और क्यों उसको लेकर दिक्कतें हैं। लेकिन मुझे एक बात बताइए, जब ऐसे एथलीट्स को, ऐसे स्पोर्ट्स पीपल को सड़क पर उतरना पड़ता है जिन्होंने देश के लिए गौरव हासिल किया है, देश के लिए इतने बड़े बड़े मेडल्स जीते हैं, सबने उनको बहुत सपोर्ट किया है, आज वो सारे एथलीट्स क्यों मजबूर हुए हैं सड़क पर आने के लिए? क्या उनकी कोई सुनवाई नहीं हो रही है? उनके साथ बुरा व्यवहार होता है? लड़कियां यहां पर ये कहती है सर कि उनके साथ यौन उत्पीड़न करते हैं और इसमें रेसलिंग फेडरेशन के ही चीफ का नाम आ रहा है।
देखिए बिल्कुल जो ये बात सच्ची है, लेकिन कोई भय से डरते अपनी कुश्ती को खत्म ना हो जाए इस कारण कोई बोलता नहीं। इसकी दादागिरी चलती है ब्रजभूषण की, लेकिन जो मान सम्मान जो नरेंद्र मोदी ने दिया है, जो बीजेपी ने दिया है, आज तक किसी प्रधानमंत्री ने दिया नहीं जो मान सम्मान दिया है। लेकिन फेडरेशन का अध्यक्ष ये जो एक नंबर घटिया आदमी है, इसको तुरंत करना चाहिए। ये मेरी आज उसके आम देखो, मैं तो आम हिस्सा में बैठाऊंगा नहीं जब उसकी घटिया बताऊं कितना घटिया आदमी है ये। मोबाइल पर नहीं, जो शामी बैठे है, ये प्लेयर बैठे नहीं, जब उसकी घटिया अपने मैं आम हिस्सा में लाऊं मेरे। और जो फेडरेशन जो अध्यक्ष की में कितनी कमी, सारे प्लेयर आओ, जब मैं झूठा हूँ तो मैंने बता दियो, तो बहुत घटिया आदमी है, इसकी सोच बहुत घटिया है।
ठीक है महावीर जी, आपने हमसे बात की सर, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। और बहुत जरूरी है कि आप लोग आवाज उठाते रहें और रिपब्लिक हमेशा आपके साथ है सर, क्योंकि एक बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा है। हमने सड़क पर ऐसे कभी नहीं सोचा था, ना कभी देखा है कि एथलीट्स को मजबूर होना पड़ा है सड़कों पे आने के लिए। जी बताइए सर।
ये जो प्लेयर जो पहलवान है, ये दिमाग नहीं होता, ये तो जो बढ़िया करे, जो इनकी सपोर्ट करे, इन्होंने कुश्ती यो ब्रजभूषण रहा है तो मैं लिख के ले लो, अगर कोई भी ओलंपिक में क्वालिफाई भी नहीं करेगा अगर यो अध्यक्ष रहा है तो। इसकी सोच बहुत घटिया है। जो कमी जो इंसान में होती सारी कमी, लेकिन मैं देखूँ भाई जो अगर कुश्ती को बढ़ावा है, कोई भी फेडरेशन हो भाई, ऐसे आदमी को चुने जिनकी आत्मा जो बच्चों के प्रति हो, अपना जो परिवार समझता हो, बेटी ने अपनी बेटी समझता हो, बच्चे ने अपना बेटा समझता हो, माँ बाप का प्रेम प्यार देना, ऐसा जो अध्यक्ष होना चाहिए।
ठीक है, आपने बड़ी बात कही है सर। देखना होगा कि आगे क्या इस पूरे मसले को लेकर कार्रवाई होती है नहीं। फोगाट जी, हमसे बात करने के लिए सर बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। So Mahavir Fogart there making it absolutely clear. He's reiterating the charges. Thank you, sir, that we've seen all these wrestlers making. And I want to go back to our panel, Dr. Sunita, Mr. Hussaini and Karan. And thank you for your patience, all of you, as we were listening in to Mr. Fogart. Dr. Sunita, apologies, sir. Ma'am, I had to cut you short. Why don't you complete your point? And, you know, just taking off from what we just heard from Mahavir Fogart. Again and again he says कि जो चीफ है रेसलिंग फेडरेशन के वो घटिया आदमी है। तो दिस आई डोंट थिंक इज एन ओपन it's an open secret and you were reiterating that things haven't changed in the last 32 years.
It is 32 years federations are taking athletes like guinea pigs and treating them like slaves. So when these things are happening, why the sports ministry is sleeping for all those years? At least now these all stalwarts, heroes of the sports arena, they have come out and they are saying we have the evidence. Why can't these sports ministry and IOA? This is the responsibility of IOA Sports Ministry to come out and take the action against the against this federation chief. First of all, the ministry should have sexual harassment committee. If they have, then they should go for FIR. Why are everybody is asking the athletes should go for FIR, they should go to the police, they should go to the court, they should take care of the kanuni vyavastha. No, athletes, they are all medal winners. They have left their training and come out on the street. They have done the right thing, because now if sports ministry has little sense, they should take the action against the federation chief. They should do the inquiry. They should put the FIR. They should file the FIR. This is all IO and sports ministry's job now, because the athletes have come out and they are not Tom, Dick and Harry minded. These are all medal winners. And when PM Modi ji gave them so much of applaud, you know, when they came with the medals, why the ministry, everyone sleeping? They should get up, otherwise DCW lady has come and they will turn this into Andolan.
Yes.
So better be careful and take the action from your side, so that nobody else can take this, naturally whosoever will take the action, she is also DCW chief and she is doing her job. She has done the right thing. From the very first point, she is supporting them. Why can't IOA PT Usha can support them? Why can't Anurag Thakur keeping mum? Why? So these are, this is sexual harassment.
Exactly, they must speak up.
It's a criminal offense. Take the action and suspend this person from the politics or from the.
He should be sacked, ma'am. He should be sacked pending an inquiry. And just for a moment, I want to talk about those images, and I'm just going to be requesting our producer Raisa to put out those images of a very, very defiant Wrestling Federation of India chief. Just look at his body language, how he walks in. Any question, Karan, that you throw at him, he'll say sab jhootha hai. And I just want to juxtapose that with what we just heard from Mahavir Fogart. He says such are people who do nothing for the sport. They get politics into sports. And when you have such serious allegations, Karan, today being leveled by these athletes who are literally protesting for their self-respect, for their dignity, Karan, can we not even give them that? Karan?
Sorry
Karan,
about that.
I think you have to unmute
yes, that's
yourself.
very important what you have said. With the fiasco that has
Yes.
happened at the Wrestling Federation today, I would like to start off with a very simple thing. Two individuals, sportsmen and soldiers in this country, deserve the utmost respect from every citizen of this country. Coming back to what has happened today, I think it's highly deplorable. It's shameful what has happened, and I'm glad that these athletes have finally stepped down and have had the courage to stand up against a so-called Bahubali, is what he's termed as in his local hometown, and come out against him openly on the streets of Delhi, which is highly disgusting. I'm just amazed that nobody in the federation, nobody in the ministry actually spoke to them, or did they not pass on letters, complaints to higher officials in the sports ministry. But having said that, this gentleman should now, I don't know why am I calling him gentleman, sorry, wrong usage of word, but he should be sacked immediately, barred from being contesting any position for any sports federation in the country, or for that matter, any organization being led by him. This is a cleanup that's happening in Indian sports. It's a much needed cleanup. We all know behind closed doors the amount of dirt that had accumulated in this field of sports in our country. We saw like the change in the IOA, a cleanup in hockey, and these are things that are bound to happen slowly but surely. And many more secrets will tumble out from many more sportsmen who have been suffering from this insult for many decades. And one last thing, one important thing that the wrestlers mentioned, it's not about us. We are fighting. We are on the streets to protect and secure the future of wrestling in this country, specifically the young ones who are coming up and will become the prospective champions and will represent our country. We are trying to protect them. That is a very important message that these wrestlers have given out today.
Karan, you raise a fantastic point, but look at the optics. Look at the optics of this, Mr. Hussaini, because you're the Joint Secretary, sir, of the Archery Association of India. And we must tell our viewers that we tried to get the Wrestling Federation of India to respond, to be a part of this conversation / debate, but they refused because, they continue to be defined. They do not think that they can be questioned at all, Mr. Hussaini. But what's the example that you're setting? I mean, are we going to be forcing these athletes? And for a moment, just think of what they are saying. Are we saying all of them today are lying? There is a conspiracy, there is a larger agenda, as is being alleged by the Wrestling Federation of India, that they have chosen right now to speak up against the chief. Why do you think they could be doing that?
Well, I'm not the spokesperson for the Wrestling Association, but as an athlete myself and a coach, as well as an administrator, I heard the elderly coach, Mr. Poker, talk as well as the others speak. In the entire episode, can you tell nobody has made a specific allegation? Right now, the entire thing is about sexual harassment. That is the major complaint that has come. Till now, nobody has made a specific allegation. And you can't go by the body language of a person. Everybody has a different body language and say that he's,
what do you mean that there is no specific allegation? What is it? What is it that you would want to hear and see? I really want to know, because when it comes to crimes against women, I think this is the real problem. This is the real problem. And though you say, sir, you're an athlete, but you're speaking like a babu right now. You're speaking like an administrator.
No, I'm not. Please.
What is it that you want? What more do you want these girls, these athletes to say?
Do not put things into my mouth. I want the athletes to do the right thing. They should first go down to a police station and make a specific complaint. Whatever may be the crime, I think it is to the police.
Don't say that.
And should the Wrestling Federation of India chief be sacked?
They have not gone to the police station.
Should he not be sacked? Will he self-certify himself? He's allowed to slander Dr. Sunita. He's allowed to slander these athletes out in the open. He's alluding motives to, them coming out right now, Karan.
Who is that?
The Wrestling Federation of India chief.
I am not.
He did that for a good 30 minutes on live television.
Allegations on anybody. Allow me to speak, please. Everybody had their turn. Kindly allow me to speak. Please understand one thing, that my complete sympathies are with the athletes. Athletes first. I'm just asking the athletes to do the right thing. If they have a specific complaint, they should go down to the police station so that their stand is stronger. Anywhere, when they go down to the public, or to the press, or for an open revolt, or a kind of a dharna, or any protest. First question is, did you go to the police station to make a complaint? Number two, every association has its own ethics committee. Did they ever go to the ethics committee and make a complaint? There is now a elected body
you're
of
obviously
IOA
right now, Mr. Hussaini, I submit to disagree, but because we've run out of time, and I cannot go to Dr. Sunita and Karan for a rebuttal, but they're nodding their heads. We disagree with what you're saying. You will have these athletes on the street, so you say, go to the police. If they go to the police, they will say, oh, listen, why didn't you come to us? And apparently these girls escalated this, nothing happened. So you cannot be treating our female athletes like this, period. That is all that Republic says. And through this evening and through tomorrow, and till the point there is action, we will keep raising the voice. I thank Dr. Sunita and both gentlemen for speaking to us and for their time here. We've completely run out of time, but I want to take this across quickly to Aishwarya, who's standing by to take ahead this edition of The Burning Question.
Absolutely, Deepthi. If something can be said, just one word.